of October, and right now we are hosting with us one of the members of Group 73, and the aim of that group is to document the heroic acts and deeds of the Egyptian soldiers, army officers, and also the patriotic youth who took part or contributed to the 1973 war. They have a Facebook page, they have a website, and their main aim is to dedicating sections of it to heroic acts, the hero of the month, literary works about the October Wars, spies of the war, military artilleries and military bibliography, and more. And the main aim is to introduce our youth to the 1973 war and its victory. And joining us right now is Mr. Samy Farahat, and he's a member of Group 73 Historians. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you very much for joining us, and would like to start the beginning of talking a little bit about this initiative. It's an amazing one. Documenting history is one of the missing links, and it's very important to have that. I'd like to know from you about the initiative. How long was it? The name, how it all started.
First of all, thank you for having me today. It's in this nice location on the Great Nile bank, and in this glorious day, which signifies a special day for all the Egyptians, a day for glory and a day of victory. First of all, I represent Group 73 Historians. The group was established in 2008, and since then we have been working. Our objectives is to document the Egyptian military history and to protect it from being forged, which is something has been taking place since the war itself, because many parties have been altering the facts and what happened actually in this war. So our objective is to document the war through the veterans, the real people who have lived this rich experience. We invite them, we listen to their testimonials about the war and what happened and what took place. As I said, our second objective is to protect it from being forged. The Israeli side, of course, have been trying through their media and the international media. They are active in this on this side to forge and to change the facts, to pretend that this war has ended in time. Nobody won. Of course, this is not what happened. And everyone knows that Israel does not give up the land without being forced to do so. So in October 1973, the Egyptian army took the initiative, confronted the Israeli army, caused a heavy loss for the Israelis, and nobody can change that unless we forget, and we don't want to forget our history. A state without history is a state without present or future. Everybody knows that. So we are trying our best to document this and to publicate it between the Egyptian people, and even so, not only inside Egypt, but also in the whole world.
Yes. Mr. Farhat, now you mentioned one of the methods you're using, which is documentation through interviews, taking the biography of some of the war heroes. What other methods are you utilizing? Like, I heard that you have videos and other things and films. Tell us about the various activities you're holding.
Very good, very good. As I have said, that our objective is not just to document the war, but also to publish this knowledge and awareness between the Egyptian people. Our means is to do so is through an official site. We have an official site which is named group73historians.com. We have about 21 million visitors from all over the world, 49 countries to be exact. This is one of the this is one of the means we use to publish the knowledge and awareness about the Egyptian military history. We have about over 2,000 articles on this website, about 1,400 rare pictures about the war itself, yes. We have recorded the testimonials of about 240 Egyptian veteran, and published about 114 of which. We have used also the media to publish this knowledge and awareness between the Egyptians. This is the easiest way because, to tell you the truth, nobody reads anymore. So this is a problem. To simplify this spirit of knowledge between people, we have, with our own efforts, we have produced about four movies. Wings of Fury in 2012. It was about the role of the Egyptian Air Force in 1967. By the way, there were great actions, and the Egyptian Air Force showed heroism in this war, but everything was lost in the fuss of the news of the defeat. Again, in 2013, we produced Wings of Fury 2. It was about also the Egyptian Air Force role in the attrition war. In 2014, we produced Ababil. It was about the first airstrike in October War. It showed that this was a group effort from the whole force, not only an act of one man or one person. In this movie, we enlisted the names of the pilot, the Egyptian pilots who were lost in this first airstrike. 11 pilots to be exact. This is a very minimal loss from 220 airplanes that made the airstrike, the air raid. We lost only 11, and this is it's about 5% of the attacking force. So again, in 2015, we produced Battalion 418. Sorry, it was about the heroism of an air defense battalion from the army. It took a very important role on the front of Port Said during the war, and in about 1 week, it destroyed about 17 Israeli airplanes, yes, 2 of which without missiles. This is it was a great act.
It's amazing what you're doing, and you know, the website and content. It will help students all around the world to learn more. It will help document for the future. It will help also young people and younger generation to know more about that, and also revive things that is going to be lost by time. Like you're saying, testimonials of army all around the history. This is something that's very valuable to capture today, and to capture in one place, to capture integrated in a film. That's really great. So, do you have any plans maybe to move further by maybe having a movie like what people used to have in the old days? Now we don't see really that type of movies that documents history and tells you a specific story, for example?
Very good question, sir. So now we are preparing to produce a movie about the Mansoura air battle, the longest air battle in history of wars all over the world, not only in Egypt. It took about 53 minutes, the air battle. You know that air battles, with the speeds, the huge speeds of aeroplanes, jets, it takes only seconds or
Yes.
a few minutes. But this battle took about 53 minutes. We destroyed about 17 Israeli airplanes, losing only 8, 2 of which were downed due to the lack of fuel, not by Israeli jets. So the name of the movie is 53 Minutes, and it will document, it's a cinema movie, dramatic movie. Hopefully we can work on it during the next few weeks, inshallah. Let me tell you 2 of the achievements of the group as well, very important achievements we have made, and we are very proud of which. One of them is contacting 2 of the well-known world military historians, Mr. David Nicole and Mr. Tom Cooper. During our searches, we found out that they mentioned in their writings that in the attrition war, Egypt had only 8 air victories, 8 airplanes, Israeli airplanes downed, and this is not true. So we have initiated communication with them. We arranged meetings between them and the Egyptian pilots, and with evidence, they have discovered that this number is not true. They have corrected their numbers in the next edition of their book, Arab Mix. Yes. So this was a very good achievement we are proud of. The second achievement is, through our researches, we found out that in the 21st of October 1967, directly after the defeat of 67 war with Israel, everyone knows that we sank one destroyer, one Israeli destroyer, which is Eilat. But the fact is, we sank 2 destroyers in this day, the 21st of October 1967. The destroyer Eilat and its twin destroyer Yafo. So, and this is, we have a research published on the official site of the group. Everyone can have a look on it.
Amazing.
Actually, these are important researches that not only for Egypt, for the entire world, it changes the face or the image of Egypt, whether during the war of attrition, during the 1967 war, 1973. So actually, this is quite an important work that you're doing internationally. But also on the domestic front, you're doing also other field work. So I understand that from 2008 till now, you've held more than 213 symposiums and talks at various schools and universities. Now tell me, when you're approaching students, do you have a different approach? What do you do? The feedback of the students as well.
Well, yes. One of the activities the group introduces is symposiums and seminars. We go to colleges, schools. We hold symposiums and seminars in any community we can. The objective of these seminars is also to spread the knowledge. We host some of the veterans, especially the famous characters, such as General Samir Aziz, which is the best MiG-21 pilot in the world outside the Soviet Union. This is what he's known with. So about the approach, unfortunately, our youngest now, they don't know anything about October and October War, and this is a setback. This is I consider the knowledge of our history it's a matter of national security. It's a national security. So we should put more attention into this area. So the younger people and the youth, they don't know much, and sometimes they don't know anything about this war. All they know is that once a year we celebrate with the memorial of October War. What's October War? They don't know. So we have to start from the beginning. We try to clarify the truth to them. And some of the people we face in these symposiums, we find their information distorted.
Yes.
Why? Because they make searches on the internet which contains many false information.
Samy, I hate to interrupt you. We really enjoyed your talk today. We have to move to another segment. We were joined with Samy Farahat, one of the members of the Group 73 historians. I'd like to thank you very much for joining us. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we move now to the upcoming short movie about the 6th of October War.